Hi everyone, welcome back to Decorate Your Table with Brenda. Today we're going to do our first Christmas table of the year. We're going to be using these great little mountains. We've seen these on YouTube through the year and my husband decided to try making them, and we thought they would make a great table. So let me show you how we did it.
So making these snowy mountains is fairly easy as long as you have a miter saw. These are some of the smaller ones that are finished at a 22-degree angle cut. And these are some I'm in the middle of making at a 30-degree angle cut. So come on over to the miter saw and I'll show you how to cut them. So this is much easier if you have a miter saw. You could use a miter saw box, but if you have a miter saw, this is great. So I placed my piece of pine in it and I've just gone to a 30-degree angle, which is a stop on the saw. And we'll just make our cuts. And don't forget, always mask safety first. So after you make your first cut, you need to move this out of the way. You move the saw to 30 degrees on the other angle. Line it up where you made your cut before, so that you get a nice sharp point at the top. And there's your rough mountain. So these are, as you can see, the edges are rough, so to help with the finish that you're going to put on them, you just need to sand it down a little bit, make sure that it's nice and smooth. So if you finish sanding and you still see that you have a couple of little edges, just get a sanding block and just go over it to make sure that there's no stragglers left on the side of the wood. In here that's called espresso, it's just a nice dark color. And I just put down parchment paper on the bench just in case anything drips, and staining is very easy. It's just like painting the wood. Grab a rag, or you can even do it with a brush if you want. Make sure you cover every inch of the wood, and then you go back over it and you wipe off the excess thing. And try to go with the grain of the wood. It just leaves a nicer finish. And then we just let that dry.
So we stained ours. You could also paint them. We wanted the grain of the wood to show up because it gives it a little bit more of a mountain look. So once they're stained and dried, set them aside. To do the snow, it's very easy. I bought shelf liner. I bought this, I can't remember if I bought it at Walmart or Home Depot, but it was $11 and it's a huge roll, so it will do a lot of mountains. So you take your mountain and you place it on your shelf paper and then trace the shape of your mountain. Then we're going to add some little jagged peaks. Just put them in whatever way you want. Kind of nice when the mountain doesn't end up, the sides of the snow don't end up at exactly the same level. So this one we're going to finish off much higher up. So then we cut these out. That's our little, okay. And then we carefully place it on top of our mountain. And there we have a snow-capped mountain. When we finished it, we give everything one clear coat of varathane or lacquer just to help protect it. So now we're going to take our mountain and place it in our mountain range. I went ahead and got a little bit of a head start here. So my biggest mountains I put in the center, and then I started just arranging the rest of the mountains around. So we'll just kind of float them in. And two little tiny ones. The different sizes and shades will help give it more dimension. So I have these little branches, and they've got a little bit of glitter on them, so it gives them a little bit of sparkle. And we're going to place these in and out of the trees. So now we're going to add some of our snow, because mountains, we've got snow on the top, we need a little bit of snow. We're just going to kind of sprinkle it in and out, around. This is actually going to be the table that I'm going to use for my own Christmas this year. Then I have these. They're just crystals, and actually I found out this year, my sister-in-law gave me these last year, and I found out this year when we installed our new fireplace, these are the crystals that go inside the electric fireplace to reflect the light. So we're going to just set these around. They're going to add a little bit of glitter to the table. We're going to start with our white lights. So our little pack, we can hide behind the mountains, hide them in between the mountains. And then we're just going to kind of wind them through the valley. So here we have our table set with our white lights. I used pale blue napkins on this because I just wanted that little bit of not quite a pop of color, but I wanted a little bit more dimension to it. And I figured the blue looked like a frosty sky. So this is what it looks like with the white lights. Let me take out the white lights and I'll show you how it looks with the little multicolored lights. And here we have them with the little multicolored lights. They add a little bit more of a Christmas touch, and I like the little bit of color in there. So I hope you enjoyed this table. Please hit like and subscribe, and join us next week. We're going to do an all-natural Christmas table.